Now let me explain something. The last video that I did was not to make a scene. When you've been going through a whole lot of stuff, you get tired of people taking advantage. And I love my family. I do. But when you deliberately keep hurting somebody, there's only so much a person can take. And this is not no, oh, she's selling her soul. No, this is just me telling the truth. People get tired of that stuff. I'm gonna even talk about Whitney Houston because it needs to be said. Whitney Houston went through a lot. She knew she had a problem, but the fact that you, as a brother, would let yourself subject yourself to let your baby sister do that stuff. I get it if you was jealous of her, but didn't nobody tell y'all? Didn't nobody tell y'all to do stuff? I don't know the situation. I probably wasn't there. My issue is the fact that we got older people who make mistakes, who never tell the truth about stuff. Bobby Christina should not have died just because somebody needed an extra boost. Listen, let's be honest. Bobby, I love you. Always love you. You're my favorite R&B artist. My issue is the fact that you run through women like a piece of meat. I mean, the Bobby Brown, just being Bobby, just being Brown. That's a good show. But the problem is, dude, it doesn't matter. You're not responsible for anything other than the fact that those are your kids. Kids come first. You don't just get to get another wife and then just leave your kids to the wolves. I get it. You needed a better wife. I get that. But you basically sacrificed them. And this is all alleged. I'm just being real. You want to talk stuff? We're gonna be honest on this channel. I ain't even gonna talk about Toni Braxton. That's my favorite artist. Do I feel like her family members use her? Of course I do. I've watched her so many instances. She's getting older. She shouldn't have to lift on her shoulder. Just because you have 6 children does not mean that one person should be responsible. That's not my business. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I think it's stupid. She shouldn't have to be solely responsible for all of her siblings. You see, Michael ain't doing that. He got a job. He got his stuff together. The rest of y'all, I don't know what happened. It's not my business. Only thing I'm going to say is it's not cool if you know that a sister-in-law or whatever she is that is now married to your nephew gets into a siblings conversation. Y'all need to shut that out. First of all, no 24-year-old should even be talking on people's level if y'all are siblings. The fact that at Trina's wedding that you let some teenager, basically, and I say teenager because to you, in our age group, we're teenagers to you guys. You don't let some person who don't even know the family like that to start rumors. If you guys were laughing at Tracy, you were laughing at Tracy. If you weren't, you weren't. But it's not cool to let a child get in the middle of stuff, just like the whole situation with Jaguar White. I don't know her situation. I think it's jacked up that everybody's treating her like crap, but the thing that doesn't make sense is Jaguar Wright was only saying stuff that might have been true. You don't know. Most of the stuff is all alleged. But the truth is the truth. You don't let your niece talk about grown people situations. Just like I'm not going to sit there and get in my family's grown people situations. Period. But y'all sat there and let their family members say stuff that just because they just got grown and just be able to be lucky to drink alcohol, now all of a sudden you think they have the right to talk about adult business. That's not appropriate or acceptable. Kids do not have a right to be an adult business. I don't care if I am grown. I'm not going to get in my mom's business. I don't care if Jaguar White's niece is grown. She don't have a right to tell her that she's a crackhead. That's not realistic. You don't know what she had to go through. There's a lot of stuff that people and family scoop under the rug, but that's the black community, though. We do things to each other, injure each other, and to say it's not true just because we want that money. And to be honest with you, y'all basically selling y'all souls for money and then killing y'all family members, allegedly, for money. And we're supposed to be non-shallow. That's no different than just picking cotton and getting whipped by the massa. Let's be honest about it. If we're gonna get stuff, we need to do it ourselves. We shouldn't use our family members just for stuff. Just because one person made it doesn't mean everybody made it. actually even talk about Beyonce. Everybody was like, oh, Beyonce messed up Destiny's Child. No, she did not. It was her calling to do something else. Maybe God wanted her to do something else. She had to do things to get what she needed. You shouldn't be coming at her like that. Nicki Minaj, same thing. She had a really rough childhood. Everybody who's had rough childhoods have come up because they had success. Even Megan Thee Stallion used to make fun of her and call her the Stallion. She made a thing off of that. She's beautiful. What's wrong with it? It's just like this. All of it. Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, all of them. Listen, you do not have a right to sit there and come for people that you don't know and to see all these fan droids or whoever just attack each other for nothing. You could have said, oh, Beyonce don't look like this, and somebody will snap on you. Beyonce ain't thinking about us. She's got millions. She's making way more money than anybody else in this world. Let's be real. In the black community, she's probably like the richest. Outside of the Jacksons, she's like the richest. You know what I'm saying? I made a statement on Instagram where I said Michael Jackson, that when she said, I'm not the queen of pop, and I said, that's like Michael Jackson saying he's not the king of pop. And then somebody said, Beyonce can beat out Michael Jackson. I can't say that. She's a good artist, but she doesn't have what Michael Jackson had. She has it, but she doesn't have what he had. He had stuff that, you know, he was doing this when he was like toddler stuff. She was doing stuff, but not to the level of Michael Jackson. I'm just saying, no disrespect to the queen, but I'm being honest. It's just like Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston's been doing this since she was 7. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's just like all that other stuff. People who write their music have a right to have conversations. If you don't write your music, you shouldn't say anything. Beyonce writes her music, so that means she's able to say whatever she wants to say. Nicki Minaj writes her music. I don't understand what the situation going on with Cardi B though. Like, dude, Cardi, just make music. Where is the albums? It's just like when Lil' Kim had to say something. Lil' Kim got tired of people stealing from her. What are you wanting us to say? It's stupid to sit there and get in these little fights with each other and knowing that you don't have any talent. That is the truth. If you have talent, show it, make albums, make yourself look successful. But see, what y'all's generation versus from Jay-Z and Beyonce and Whitney Houston and all them other people and the Mariah Careys and the Toni Braxtons and Anita Bakers and all them great people, the Teddy Pendergrass, they had talent. All y'all just looking cute and just singing the same stuff. Everything is all in the key of G. Have real talent. You can't sit there and expect nobody to listen to you and, oh, everybody twerking on my body is gonna get old. Songs like that are gonna get old. Have a longevity. Know how to handle your career. Know when to be quiet and stop making Twitter rants like Donald Trump. Dude, the only guy I know that's got a weave implant and still make everybody mad, and he's banned from almost every social media. Ain't that a trip? But anyway, I just wanted to come on here because my intentions for being on this page is not to bash my family. I just had to expose it. So, again, on another episode of SMS News Channel, I will be back tomorrow.